Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. Hello, my name is Zion, and I am the prophet foretold in the 54th chapter of the book of Isaiah. And this is the Prophetic News, my Pot Smoker's Bible channel program, where I show you how current events play into the prophecy of the Bible. And I should know, because I'm the one who enacted those events. You see, I not only set up all of the dominoes in current events, but I toppled them. And as of February of 2020, those dominoes have been falling one by one. And I so love it when I'm right. And I'm right. Because of the events that are occurring right now with Donald J. Trump. You see, in my book, my duo book, The Pot Smoker's Bible, Book of Zion, I foretold that Donald J. Trump was a Putin puppet. That's what I call it. And I predicted that the evidence would come out that directly linked him to Putin. Manafort's redacted statements. Is that proof? So, during his first impeachment, I predicted that the collusion would become evident. And last night I saw it on TV. Proof that my prophecy was fulfilled. Now, if you want to find that prophecy, you have to go to Pot Smoker's Bible on YouTube, and you have to find it. Now, I'm far too busy to do everything the way it needs to be done. Because, as the prophecy says, I'm doing this alone. And as the prophecy says, I'm doing it without the use of money. So, I can't tell you exactly which episode you're going to find the prophecy in. But, it's in there. It's in the Bible. That's where all of this comes from, is the Bible. Now, I used the King James Version of the Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various prophets of the Old Testament. It is the Book of Zion. And it foretold the year 2020. And it foretells that Donald J. Trump, the basis of men, who was put in power by Putin through Manafort, was done so by the behest of the Most High God of Israel, the Gray Aliens. They put Trump in power to undermine the hypocritical nation that is the United States of America, allowing the disgusting dregs of society, the true dregs of society, to rise to the surface and become separated like the wheat from the chaff. They being the chaff, of course. Now, Donald J. Trump is the leader of the chaff, the scum of the earth. He was put into power to destroy the United States of America by allowing the scum of the earth to rise to the surface, come out into the streets to play with his consent, and encouragement, and therefore undermine the democracy. Doing exactly what he has done, fooling the foolish and the damned into following him on his great escapade into debauchery. Anyone who voted for Trump or believes in his lies is an idiot, a fool, an idol worshiper, and they're damned. They have been judged guilty by this book. Evangelicals, read the book of Isaiah. It describes the cross in great detail. You worship idols, exemplified by the golden trump in February of this year at your pedophile convention down in Florida, where you emasculated yourself to your evil beast that you follow blindly to hell. And this book, the Holy Bible, King James, along with these two books, the Potsmoker's Bible and the Book of Zion, they predict that Donald J. Trump will have so many charges against him soon. It will be a never-ending series of, he's charged with this, he's charged with that, he's charged with this, he's charged with that. And he will spend the rest of his days in what the Bible calls the pit, wherein there is no water, where the bed is too small for the man to lay in. And there, he will be treated as he deserves to be treated, like the low-life, idiot, scumbag piece of shit that he is. He will be the laughingstock, not of only of America, of the prison systems, but of the entire world. All the great kings of the earth will laugh him to scorn, saying, "Are you the one that was going to take over the entire world? Are you the mighty king of the earth that was going to be the Messiah of the Christians? Where are you now?" I predict that very soon his hands will be behind his back in handcuffs as he is trotted off to jail, where he belongs. And from there, he will go to prison, because all of his so-called wealth will be confiscated. His properties auctioned off to pay his true debts, leaving his entire family imprisoned or impoverished, as they deserve. Now, Melania and Ivanka, I don't know. If you want to come to Zion, we're going to have a long talk, because I have to determine if you're worthy of me. You might be, because you were subjected to his yuck. And for that, I could forgive you. Baron, of course, is innocent because he's a child. And he will be left enough to survive. I would never punish a child. So, Donald J. Trump is on his way down a very steep slope. And he is going to spend the remainder of his life behind bars, because he will be found guilty of so many atrocities in regards to his illegal, immoral, and stolen presidency. Because the Mueller paperwork is clear and concise evidence that Putin undermined Hillary Clinton and therefore stole the 2016 election, making Donald J. Trump an illegitimate president who legitimately lost the 2020 election, that he was never qualified or legally able to engage in the first place. Because the moment the campaign of Donald J. Trump gave information to Manafort, who then gave it to Clinging, fuck whatever his name is, who gave it to Putin's people. Collusion, stolen election, illegitimate presidency. Bye-bye, treasonous asshole bastard, broke son of a bitch. Bye-bye, Trump, and all your little buddies. And the GOP with you. Because the GOP are nothing but scumbag pieces of shit. Anyone who could not see through Trump's disgusting, self-evident debauchery, and who would follow that man anywhere doing anything for any reason, is not worthy of the true God of this book. If you believe in this book, then read Isaiah and walk away from the GOP, walk away from Trump, walk away from his big lie. His entire presidency was the big lie, because it was never legitimate. And he will be charged with treason. And I advocate for his long internment in prison, where I can regularly send him videos of me laughing at his ass and saying, "Thank you, Trump, for everything you did for me. Because you opened the floodgates and allowed me to fulfill the prophecy of Israel, which was your true job, after all." And now that that job is done, now that the United States of America consists of the righteous, the Democrats, and the idiots that are Trump, the scumbags, the white supremacists, the holier-than-thou Christian idol worshippers, and that is my cue to stand up and say, Trump thinks that he's the Messiah coming to save the Republicans from the evil pedophile ring that is the Democrats and everybody who ever did him wrong. While he has been seen and taped at the actual pedophile ring island, where the actual pedophiles were actually abusing children in all manners of evil ways. Epstein. Let's take current events in Matt Gaetz. Who's the fucking pedophile? Open your eyes. May the Great watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from harm, and teach you right from wrong. And may they open your eyes. May you be worthy of them May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth and light the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guilt choice when we get to Camp Zion, our Exodus. Stay happy and high. If you use drugs, you have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I read the book. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel, the foretold prophet of the 51st chapter of the book of Isaiah, and I've come to set my people free. I never say goodbye, so I'm going to say later now.